Hi there, welcome to another edition of All Things Real Estate, and I'm going to remind you here at the top of the video to please subscribe if you like what you're seeing here today, if you feel like it's helpful to you. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and that way you won't miss out on any of the good stuff that I am sending out on a weekly basis. What I want to share with you today is what do we think about when we go stage your home to get it ready to go on market? What kind of things do we look for? What kind of guidelines do we follow? I talk about home staging a lot, and I don't know that sometimes what I'm thinking about the process of home staging actually translates well to you guys out there. Maybe you're thinking that it's something different than what I'm calling home staging, because you've probably seen on HGTV and things like that. So I'm going to go over the guidelines that we follow on a home staging service that we do before we go and list your house. So stay tuned.
All things real estate and all things real estate.
The whole idea behind staging a home is to make it as appealing to buyers as possible, which means it helps to make you, the home seller, the most money, and it sells in the least amount of time, right? Isn't that perfect? That's what every home seller wants, right? And that's why I stage every single listing. With that being said, there are 4 basic guidelines to the staging process, which are, so the first guideline is give every room a purpose. This means no empty rooms. Did you know that the #1 room that turns off buyers is an empty one? Crazy, right? Which is why this is first on my list of staging must-dos. An empty room also has no purpose online. So it translates badly to home buyers who are shopping online too, of course. Empty rooms are just a no-no for many reasons. This also means create a lifestyle. Buyers who are looking at your home aren't just buying a house, right? They're buying an actual lifestyle. They want to buy a home because they're looking to change or enhance their life in some way, right? They're raising kids, they're move-up buyers looking to buy a bigger house in a nicer neighborhood than the one they're in, they're empty nesters, etc. So you want to give a room a purpose that relates to the buyer that you're going after, their lifestyle. You want to create a home office, a kid play area, a dining space for fabulous dinner parties. Whatever that lifestyle is, the room should have a purpose that relates to that. And the thing is, many buyers, even though they don't admit this, they have a hard time using their imagination when looking at homes, which means they might overlook a really great way a space can be used if it's left empty or if its purpose is confusing. I want to make a plug in here too for my lifestyle shots that I like to include in listing photos of the homes that I sell. I decided to start including these lifestyle shots, these vignette shots, when I was looking for an Airbnb in Fredericksburg for my husband and I to do a little getaway. And I was seeing amazing close-up shots of things like outdoor tables with chairs in the background, trays on a bed with wine, glasses, or coffee, and I thought, you know, Airbnbs are selling a vacation lifestyle, right? So why shouldn't a home sell a lifestyle too, just like that? It just triggered me in the staging process. So that's what we do. One of the things that we do is we create these little vignette type spaces so that buyers think, oh, I can drink my coffee here, or I can relax with a book there. So home staging is a big part of selling that lifestyle that we're trying to create, the experience of sort of being home. Okay, so the second guideline, get neutral. This means with color and with personality. This might sound super basic, but maybe you aren't exactly sure of what parts of your home need to be neutralized. Let me give you a few super simple steps. So replace bright colors and patterns with neutral tones. This is for wall colors, for curtains, the floral valances that you hung in the early 2000s that you loved when you moved in, probably gonna go. During the staging process, we need to take that kind of stuff down. You might still love them, and I might still love them, but it's not for me or you to decide what we like during the home staging process, of course. It's about what appeals to most people, and super specific styles don't. Specific, right, means specialized, and we don't want that. We want to neutralize. Something as simple as swapping out a patterned bed comforter for white or gray, and dare I say it, beige. I know everybody hates beige, but it can make a huge difference in how your house looks online. Kids bedding especially. I love Disney, and I love the Frozen movie as much as any mom can, But let's change that frozen comforter out, and Anna and Elsa can come back after you have an accepted offer. Same goes for other linens throughout the house. So we will actually bring white towels from Target for the bathrooms. We swap out the faded kitchen towels for bright white. Some of this isn't real practical when you're living in the home, but they look good. So if you have kiddos, dogs, those kind of things, you can just put those out for photos and for showings. Keep in mind too that I provide the staging service, and we'll be talking to my stager here in just a sec. So you can have these things on hand, make that Target run before we come, a couple days before we come, and we will put those things out for you. We'll do the rest for you. Okay, so I talked a lot about neutral linens and things, but neutral also means tone down the personality of your home. That means super bright colors on walls will probably need to go before we come to do the actual staging. Also, take down the personal pictures, right? You have a beautiful family, I know you do, that I know you love to see them all in frames all over the house. And I love to look at your pictures too, by the way. But buyers really won't. Buyers want to see themselves in the home, and they don't want to see you. No offense. Okay, so the third guideline. Create a feeling of comfort. Create a feeling of space that the buyer wants to stay in and not leave. This might sound a little weird, but if you haven't been in a builder model home for a while, here's your homework. No pun intended. Go visit one before your home staging. The builders and their decorators are masters at creating the kind of environment that you won't want to leave. Home staging, the home staging service that we provide does the same thing. People feel better in uncluttered spaces. People feel better in a home that is light and bright and airy and spacious. Don't you just love the word spacious? It's like the word luscious or delicious. It's just fun to say. So as part of the staging of the home that we do declutter, this includes removing all of the appliances from the counters, organizing the toys that are pouring out of every bin in the bedrooms, hiding away that full lineup of skincare and makeup products on the bathroom counter. I can relate to that one. Beyond decluttering, creating a space for buyers means light and bright. When we stage, we'll try to get things away from the windows. We'll add some lamps where we can too. Pretty much no one wants a dark home. It just doesn't feel good, right? Plus a dark room actually feels smaller. So making it feel light and bright and airy, I think I said those words before, didn't I? Light and bright and airy, important for creating a great environment for buyers and one that they will not want to leave. The fourth and final guideline I want to talk about that's part of the home staging process is what I like to call picture perfect. Pictures online are so important. The house needs to be staged so that the furniture layout takes into account how the rooms will be photographed for buyers shopping online. I provide professional photography for all my listings too, so soon after the stagers leave, the photographer comes in. These people, the stagers and the photographers, are experts at getting the house to look fabulous online. My stager thinks about where the photographer will likely stand to take the pictures and how much of the room will actually be in the picture, the perspective of it. What this means is that there probably will be less furniture in your home as we stage. Get that garage space ready for some extra stuff before we come to stage, please. And furniture will probably be moved around. The idea is to position furniture to create spaciousness, to create conversational, welcoming layouts. The beds or couches might be better pushed against the wall for living, or a random recliner might really create a great watching TV chair for living, but these things won't work for staging or selling. That giant recliner or section will probably have to be moved for the time being. Sorry about that. But just remember, the more we prepare your home for sale with the staging process, and the more you're on board with it, the better results you're going to have. So now you know those 4 staging guidelines. Want to know more about what it takes to get ready for the home staging process? I have a handy dandy little guide that I actually send. I email it to my sellers, the checklist for the staging process, and I am happy to send it to you too. Just request it in the comments below or go to my Instagram page. Someone's phone is ringing. Go to my Instagram page where you can request it. Have questions about the home selling process, get in touch, and remember to subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video about all things real estate too. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
All things real estate and all things real estate.